Here I share with you all about the Islamic religion. Islamic religion and culture. Islam is a monotheistic religion founded in the 7th century in the Arabian Peninsula. It is based on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad as recorded in the Holy Book, the Quran. The Islamic culture is diverse and includes various traditions, customs, and practices that are followed by Muslims across the world. Some of the key aspects of Islamic culture include the importance of prayer, charity, the pilgrimage to Mecca, and the observance of Ramadan, a month of fasting. Additionally, Islamic art, architecture, and calligraphy also play a significant role in Islamic culture. The 5 pillars of Islamic faith. The 5 pillars of Islam are the 5 fundamental practices that are considered mandatory for all Muslims. These are Shahada, Salah, Zakat, Saum, Hajj. Shahada, the declaration of faith, which is the belief in the oneness of Allah and the acceptance of Muhammad as his prophet. Salah, the performance of daily prayers facing Mecca, performed 5 times a day. Zakat, the practice of giving to those in need, typically 2.5% of one's wealth. Saum, fasting during the month of Ramadan, abstaining from food, drink, and other physical needs from sunrise to sunset. Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, a mandatory activity for all physically and financially able Muslims at least once in their lifetime. These 5 pillars serve as the foundation of a Muslim's faith and serve to demonstrate the importance of devotion, self-discipline, and social responsibility in Islam. The Quran and its influence on Islamic culture. The Quran is the central religious text of Islam and is considered by Muslims to be the literal word of God as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. It is a book of guidance, moral teachings, and instructions for how to live a virtuous life. The Quran has a profound influence on Islamic culture, shaping the beliefs, values, and practices of Muslims worldwide. It provides guidance on a wide range of topics, including personal conduct, social relationships, and political matters, and is seen as a source of moral and spiritual guidance. The Quran's influence can be seen in various aspects of Islamic culture, including art, architecture, literature, and law. Many works of Islamic art, such as calligraphy, feature verses from the Quran, and its teachings have inspired the creation of some of the most iconic architectural structures in the Islamic world, such as the Alhambra in Spain and the Taj Mahal in India. The Quran has also played a key role in shaping Islamic law, with its teachings and principles serving as the basis for the development of Islamic jurisprudence. The Quran is a central and defining aspect of Islamic culture and has had a profound impact on the beliefs, values, and practices of Muslims throughout history. The role of women in Islamic societies. The role of women in Islamic societies is a complex and highly debated topic. The Islamic religion recognizes the equality of all people before God, and many verses of the Quran emphasize the importance of treating women with respect and fairness. However, interpretations and cultural practices regarding the role of women have varied greatly across different Islamic societies throughout history. In some Islamic societies, women have held high positions of power and influence, including as leaders, scholars, and artists. At the same time, in other Islamic societies, women have faced significant restrictions and limitations, including unequal treatment under the law, limited access to education and employment, and strict dress codes. In recent years, there has been a growing movement to promote women's rights and equality in Islamic societies, with many activists advocating for reforms to laws and cultural practices that limit women's opportunities and freedoms. This has been met with resistance from conservative groups who argue that traditional gender roles are a central aspect of Islamic culture and must be upheld. In conclusion, the role of women in Islamic societies is complex and multifaceted, shaped by a variety of historical, cultural, and political factors. While many Islamic teachings promote gender equality, the actual experiences of women in Islamic societies can vary greatly depending on the specific context. Different schools of Islamic thought. Islamic thought has several schools of thought, each with its own unique interpretations and practices of Islam. Some of the major schools of thought are Sunnism, Shiism, Sufism, Salafism, Ibadi Islam. Sunnism, the largest branch of Islam, representing approximately 85 to 90% of Muslims worldwide. Sunnis follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad and his companions and rely on consensus, ijma, and precedent, qiyas, to make decisions. Shiism, a minority branch of Islam, representing approximately 10 to 15% of Muslims worldwide. Shiites believe that only descendants of the Prophet Muhammad through his son-in-law Ali have the rightful claim to lead the Muslim community. Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam that emphasizes inner spirituality and the pursuit of a direct personal experience of God. Sufis use meditation, music, and other practices to achieve a state of spiritual ecstasy. Salafism, a puritanical branch of Islam that seeks to emulate the practices and beliefs of the first three generations of Muslims, known as the pious ancestors, Salaf. Salafis reject innovation in religion and emphasize strict adherence to the Quran and Sunnah. Ibadi Islam, a branch of Islam found primarily in Oman, which emphasizes the importance of reason and individual judgment in religious matters. It is distinct from both Sunni and Shiite Islam. Current global issues concerning Islamic states and communities. There are several current global issues concerning Islamic states and communities such as terrorism, political unrest, religious freedom, economic inequality, education, women's rights, Islamophobia. Terrorism, the rise of violent extremist groups, such as Al-Qaeda and ISIS, claiming to act in the name of Islam has led to increased global security concerns and a tarnished image of the religion. Political unrest, several Islamic countries, including Syria, Yemen, and Iraq, are facing political instability and conflict, leading to humanitarian crises and the displacement of millions of people. Religious freedom. In some countries, the rights of religious minorities, including Muslims, are violated, and they face discrimination, persecution, and violence. Economic inequality. Many Muslim-majority countries struggle with poverty and economic inequality, and some have high unemployment rates, particularly among youth. Education. In some Muslim countries, access to education is limited, especially for girls and women, leading to a lack of opportunities and high rates of illiteracy. Women's rights. In many Muslim countries, women face gender discrimination and have limited access to education, employment, and political participation. Islamophobia. Anti-Muslim sentiment has been on the rise globally, and Muslim communities face discrimination, prejudice, and hate crimes in many countries.